talk UNC at NC State. Let's talk about just wasting talent after quarterback, talent at the quarterback position, time after time with Mac Brown's North Carolina. Robert and I putting up 500 total yards with Brennan Armstrong at quarterback. Now, where was this at the beginning of the season? I have no idea. But you know what I love? The progression of Robert and I through the season, right? Realizing he has a special talent in Casey Concepcion, right? He's having him in Wildcat, in the backfield at running back, on all kinds of crazy routes, utilizing Brendan Armstrong's legs, getting that offensive line to move, Brendan Armstrong to move the pocket. I love it. I loved, and again, Robert and I is one of my favorite offensive coordinators. And of course, we had our doubts at the beginning of the year, but NC State won a tear at the end of the year. And, if they'd won that Louisville game like they should have, all the way back when on that Thursday night, Friday night, whenever that was, 10-3, we would be talking about NC State playing Florida State. And I think NC State would have a legit chance to beat that Florida State team without Jordan Travis.
And by the way, MJ Morris could play in that game because his redshirt wouldn't count.
Yeah.
But also,
exactly.
like Brennan Armstrong, this is the Brennan Armstrong you've been looking for. And I get it. It's Gene Chizik, North Carolina. I get it. Right? Like everyone gets right against him. But yeah. And I think what you mentioned, like being creative and understanding, like this is not, there's some limitations here at times. And like, they did a really good job of scheming and being creative and like using your playmakers, Brendan Armstrong's legs, Kevin Conception's legs and hands, right? You got some weird running back issues right now. You got some weird wide receiver issues, weird quarterback issues. You've battled through all that adversity and finished the season uber strong against some pretty good teams. You had Clemson, Miami, Virginia Tech, who's playing well, and then North Carolina. Right? Like those are solid wins in the ACC. And you're 9-3. That is incredibly impressive for Dave Doeren.
Yeah, 100%. And I thought, Dave Doeren consistently is underappreciated at his job. He is a great coach. He wins games. And it's not an easy program to win at either. It's not like a guaranteed program that should be winning, right? Dave Doeren mentioned it. He's trying to like, I think he said something about 5,000 fans donating $1,000, something like that, just to pool enough money together, basically to keep his players. Like, if you don't think like there's tampering going on with Casey Concepcion and how well he has played, like there are people on the phone with family members of his that are like, hey, like, oh, this school is interested, by the way. If you enter the transfer portal, you might get a call from them. I mean, the MJ Morris, right? He redshirt. We still know if he's transferring. I happen to think he's not. I think they believe that he's a guy that's pretty talented. Yeah, so I think he just generally took a red shirt because he wanted to take a red shirt, and I think that was the plan originally, right? But it's a tough program to win. They gotta rally some money, and good luck to UNC without Drake May and Sam Howell. Now I will say this: Connor Harrell, I think he's pretty talented. We might have a situation where we have another very talented quarterback at UNC. We'll see how many games.
Get him out of there.
Yeah, he won the state championship in Alabama a couple of years. I think he had 70% completion percentage and like school records for yards and touchdowns. He's a big boy with a good arm. Dual threat. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It seems like they keep finding these gems here at North Carolina. But good luck. If you can't win 9 games at North Carolina with Drake May, good luck doing it without him.
I do think we'll see if they make changes on the defensive side of the ball. They've made changes, but like they really haven't, and they have not worked out to the best of their abilities for sure. Some improvement was made this year, not enough. Obviously, the Virginia loss, the Georgia Tech loss come to mind. 2 games you can't really lose, and when you get a pretty darn good schedule, especially on a year where Clemson is down, and you're playing Duke's backup quarterback, you had a real chance of making it to the ACC championship game this year, and it didn't happen. Right? Obviously, you were there last year, whatever, but it's a frustrating, again, like second half of the year collapse from North Carolina and Mac Brown. I do think, I don't know, you mentioned it, like no Drake Mays, you're gonna miss him, but there's pieces there. I do think like there's something to be said about, like we don't have Drake May. We can't just have him bail us out. we had to spend off season and just fix our defense or try to, and like work on a running game, get no line, make sure everything around the quarterback is there. So when we do insert Connor Harrell or whoever it's going to be, they're in a spot to succeed. Whereas everything was like, okay, Drake May's in. Now everyone try to figure out what they can do. And like, it's hard. It's hard. And Drake May's going to have a great career in the NFL probably. But it's a shame. Again, like, it's tough to go from Sam Howell to him. Was Mitch Trubisky before Sam Howell?
There was someone in between. Sam Howell was a freshman when he started playing.
Yeah, and then it's been 2 years of Drake May.
Yeah, it might have been. It's 3 years of Sam Howell.
No, Sam Howell came back for his senior year, I believe, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Don't have the things. I can't remember a quarterback in between them, but
let us know in the comments there, North Carolina fans.
Yeah,
because that'd be crazy run, and like there has not been a ton of success to show for it. I get it, like it's not an elite program in the ACC. It's not at the top, the tier 1 programs. Not Florida State. It's not Miami. It's not Clemson. But everything's there for you to win, especially like it's not going to get any easier with Miami getting better, with Clemson maybe getting back on track, with Florida State humming, like Jeff Brom and Louisville, Dave Dorn and NC State, Virginia Tech's getting their act together, Georgia Tech's getting their act together. Like the time was the past 2 years, and it didn't happen. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but it didn't happen.